Yeah, hi all. I made this video basically for myself. So at later point of time, if I forget that how I was working with some operation, I was performing some operation with some collection items like Leaks dictionary in Python. So basically to revise myself at later point of time, I made this video. So what I am trying to record in this video is something like this. I will be recording. I will be performing some operations on list. For this reason, let me open up Visual Studio Code and let me make a new file. So this is the list declaration. I will be naming this file list declaration dc declaration list declaration.py. Okay, so let me rename this file one more time. It is uy. So let me rename it to list declaration.py. Okay, fine. So far so good. So we can declare a list by simply writing lst, and it can have 11, then 22, then say suppose 88, then say 99, and it can also have some string character as well. So Khan, and then say suppose king, and then again say suppose 55. So a list is a collection of dissimilar item, and it can also have a repetition. So first of all, let me print this list item. Let me see whether the list has been created or not. Control S for saving. Let me clear out the console and write Python. Okay, so the name of the file is list declaration.py. So see, the list is being printed fine, and list can have duplicate elements as well. So after 55, if I say again and 11 and another 22, so that would be printed as well. So okay, so see, 1122 is being printed one more time. So list is a collection of dissimilar items. Dissimilar item means the data type can be different, and list can have a repetition of items. So 1122 is being still repeated, and it is being populated. Now some popular comments of list is let me discuss about some popular functions in list. So first of all, let me show you appending. Appending means to insert a new element. So if I say lst.append and then the item name lst1, okay, sorry, lst1.append and then the name of the item. So suppose the item is so it is an integer, maybe 76. So if this command is being done, then the item would be inserted at the end of the list. So lst1, let me see how it is how the list is being populated. So see, if I am entering 76, okay, so appending means to insert the element at the end of the item. So what if I want to append the item at position 1? Then we have another function lst1 dot insert. So insert function takes two parameter. One is for the position. So at position 1 I want to enter suppose Kiran, suppose. So if I again populate if I again print this list which I have just created now, so see it's 11 Kiran. Okay, so list indexing is from 0 to 0. So if this is a list, the indexing of the list is from the 0th position. So if I want to insert any item at the beginning of the list, then I have to write 0. So after inserting Kiran, it is being inserted in the first position, means 0 was 11, and then in the first position it was 22. So in that position 22, Kiran is being inserted, and the later part of the elements are being shifted one position to the right. So if I want to insert at the beginning of the list, then it is lst dot insert and then 0th position and another item, say item. So it would be inserted at the first of the list. At the beginning of the list, this item would be inserted. This is lst1. Okay, fine. So see, item is inserted at the beginning of the list. So appending at the end of the list and appending in the middle of the list, this thing is being completed. Now let me discuss about removing an element from a list. So to remove, there are two ways I can remove an element. These are the ways. If I say lst1.pop, it means removing the element which is sitting at the end of the list. Deleting an element from the end of the list, I am using pop. So see, it says 1122, 76 is being deleted. So my last list was so let me print 2 before the pop operation. Let me print before pop operation how the list was. So before pop this was the list, and after pop, say after pop, this will make the console, to look at the console we will be having a more clear understanding. So Python list declaration. So before pop it was having 76, and after pop it doesn't have 76 anymore. So this is pop means to delete the item which is being placed at the end of an array, at the end of the list. So what if I want to delete the item which is sitting that is at the index 0? For that reason we simply write list.pop and then 0. So to comment out any line in Python we use hash. So let me comment out this item. So again let me run the command. So before pop it was item 11 Kiran, something like this, and after pop it is 11, so item is being deleted. So that is pop operation. So we have achieved how to delete an item which is at the end of the list and from the beginning of the list. Now what if we want to delete some item which is not at the beginning, I mean from using index. So if we want to delete an item using index, so we can achieve so by using del operation. So we will be writing del and then the name of the list lst1, and since list is being declared in third bracket, so in square bracket braces, so we will be writing the position. So the position maybe say the list is item, let me escape, okay, so item 11 Kiran. So Kiran is being placed in the index number 0 1 2 because list indexing starts from 0th location. So if I say del lst2, then this Kiran would be deleted. Let me clear out the console one more time and run the code once again. So see, Kiran is being deleted. So we have achieved how to delete an item from the end of the list, and how to delete an item from the beginning of the list, and how to delete an item from the in between using index. So appending, deleting and creating a list is being done. Now let's talk about two more things. One is intersection and another is union. So intersection basically means that take the common element from both of the list and then append that to another list. So we have two lists, lst1 say 11 22 then 33 then say suppose 55 and then say common common and then 77 and then 88. So this is list 1. Let me make another list, lst2 equals to, and then say this common common, and then say 33 and 55. Apart from that, say 99 and then 76 and they say 89. So the common elements are common, this 33 55, these things are common to both of these lists. So if we want to make intersection between if we want to perform intersection operation based on these two lists, that means the common element from both of these lists will be taken and it will be inserted to another list. For that reason we will be using let me use a function, let me name the function as intersection, and we will be passing on these two lists lst1 and then lst2 fine. And for the intersection operation we do this thing in this way, lst3 equals to, and value from where, value for value, and then in lst1, value for value in lst1 if value in lst2. So value for value in lst1, take the value from the lst1 if value is present in lst2. And also before ending this this particular function, let me return the new list that has been created, so lst3, and let me print what is how the list that I have created, how it looks. Print lst3 fine. Okay, so there is some problem. Value for value none nstr support file write. Okay, so none prints the values to stream str by default. So I think this particular value for value operates on integer and doesn't operate on string. Let me just clear out this command which was present. Okay, now it is perfect. I think this will work. Let me run it. Python list declaration. Okay, CLS, and the name of this file is intersection.py. So Python. So Python and then intersection.py. Let me see what happens. So LST3 line 8. LST3 is not defined. Okay, so fine. So it is not being able to find this particular LST3 because the scope of this LST3 is not okay. So let me make it a global. LST3 equals to, say, suppose blank. It was initially something like this. Control S, save, and let me run the file one more time. Okay, so it is printing nothing. So use global. No, it is not working. Something like that. Global LST3. Global LST3. Statement is by new lines. Okay, so this is not working. Something which I have global. No, that's not working. So LST3 equals to. Okay, fine. Let me change the statement in a different bit, in a different way. So I'll be sending intersection. I'll be using the function intersection, and I'll be passing this to list LST1 comma LST2. Let me see if it is working. LST1. Both of these are LST1. Okay, let me change it to LST2. Okay, fine. Let me see what happens now. Okay, so 33 and 55 are the common ones. Let me pass that common. Let me see whether it operates on string as well. Common, COMMON, common. Fine. And also let me insert common here also. COMMON, common. Let me see what happens now. There will be a comma. Fine. Control S. Python intersection 3355. Common is not being taken. Okay, fine. So C was in caps. Let me Control S. Let me see if now it works. Fine. So intersection basically means that take the common element from the to list and then make a new list and just print it out. Now what if this in this scenario we have two lists, and what if there is a third list? Then how to make a list in which the common element from these three lists would be taken and it would be printed. So for that reason, let me keep this file as it is and let me make a new file in which we will be performing intersection on multiple list items. So multiple.py. Let me declare two lists. So LST1 is having 11, then 22. So 11, 22, then 33, then 44. This suppose 76. Let me keep it this way. And LST2 will be having 98, and then 76, and then 55, and then 43. And there will be another common element. So 76, 55, 43. Okay, fine. Say suppose the common element as of now is 55. No, the common element as of now is 76. So 22 and say suppose 44. These are the common element. Fine. Let me make another list LST3 and the common element. So say suppose COMMON common, and it would be having 11 and then say 11 and then say 22 and then 44 and then 76. Fine. So here are the three lists. Now let me declare a function intersection again, and it will be taking, this time it will be taking three lists, LST1, then LST2, and then LST3, and it will be performing based on the it will be making a new list LST. Okay, so it will be making another list, the third list, which would be taking the common terms from these three lists and it will be appending to this LST. So for that reason we will be writing LST equal to, so we have to convert it. So for the conversion we will be writing list and then say set LST1 and perform set operation on LST2 and set operation on LST3. Fine. So and we have to return it, return LST. Fine. Now let me print, and then intersection, and then we will be passing LST1 comma LST2 comma LST3. Let me see how it looks. Control S. So let me clear out the console CLS and then run the file. So Python and then intersection multiple dot py. Fine. So see, it is printing 44, 22 and 76. So 44, 22 and 76. So 44, 22 and 76, these three terms are common to all of the three elements. So 11 and 22 is present in the LST3 and 11 and 22 is present in LST1 as well, but it is not present in LST2. So this is intersection operation intersection operation for intersection operation in list in Python, working on list in Python. And for the union, so union is pretty much simple. Union means to take append all of the element which is being present in file 1 from list 1, take all the element from list 1 and append it with list 2 and make a new list. So union in Python is very simple one. So we have two lists, LST1 equals to say 11, then 22, then 33, so 33 and then say 44. So these are the three lists, first list. And then LST2 is having, say, suppose common, 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 and then another one is, say, suppose 11 and then 22 and some other element 76. So if we want to perform intersection, it is very simple. Union. So union and in union, it will be taking two parameter, LST1 and LST2, and it will be having LST3, LST. So name it LST3, and for union we will be performing LST1 plus LST2. That's it. That's pretty much that's pretty much. This should work fine, I guess so. So return LST and let me print it out. Print union, and then we will be passing LST1 comma LST2. Let me see how it looks. Okay, so the name of the file is union. So Python and then union.py. Fine. So see, 11, 22, 33, 44, this was list 1, and then common 11, 22, 76. So intersection basically means to take out the common element from the two lists, from the two or multiple list, and then append it to a new list, while union simply means that take all the elements from the list 1 and then append it to the list 2 or list 3 and make a new list, that is intersection and union. So we have discussed some operations on list like appending in list, and there is another operation which we can do on list, that is slicing operation. So slicing basically takes 3 parameter, or maybe you can also use 2 parameters. So let me name the file as slicing.py. Fine. So let me take this particular, I will be using this list to perform the slicing operation. So slicing, fine. So suppose I am making another list, LST2 equals to LST1, and then since indexing starts from 0, so 11 is on the 0th position, so 0 and till the end of the list, so we can leave it blank, and the step value would be 2. That means this LST2 would be having 11, then 88, then Khan, and then 55, and then 22, since the step value is 2. So if I print now if I print LST2, so let me see how it looks. So Python and then union.py. See, it's okay, LST2, okay, fine. So 11, then 22, 11, 22, then 33. Okay, so it is okay. So I am CLS. So it is running the previous program which I did a few minutes earlier, union. So the name of this file is Python, and then slicing.py. So see, 11, 88, then Khan, then 55, then 22. So slicing takes three parameter. The first one is the position, the start index, and then up to the index onto which this looping will go on, and the last parameter is the step value. So if I want to take 22, then 88, then 99, and then Khan, and then store it in LST2. So 22 is in position 1. So 1, and the indexing would be 1, 2, 3, then 4, then 5. Khan is in the 5th position. So we'll be writing 5, and the step value would be 1. Now let's see how the new list looks like. So see, 22, 88, 99, and Khan. So that's pretty much about this is the pretty much some common function or some common operation which we can perform on list in Python. So that's appending, so list declaration, so some appending, and then inserting in the middle of the inserting at particular position in a list, and then removing from the end and removing from the front and removing from some indexing from some particular position, and then we performed intersection, that is joining of two lists, and then we also performed union, and we also discussed about a topic, that is slicing, how slicing works in Python, that is fetching some that is taking some input from a list given, and to extract some item from the list and to insert that to another sub list. So that's all for this list operation in Python. Thank you. Hope this helps you in some way if you are a beginner in Python, and thank you.